Welcome, everybody, to the After Dark Show. I'm Don Rogers. Tonight's guest is a very, very interesting one. I would go as far as to call him fascinating. He's a person I met at the second annual Spiritual and Metaphysical Fair in Sacred Valley in Drumheller. And, most of the time when I have guests on, they tell you their own story and, they get to explain things to you as to what their experiences are. And we're going to do that too. But I actually have a bit of a testimonial of my own about this guest. And as a lot of you know, I've had health issues. I had a near death experience last year, right around this time. Um, there was a myriad of health issues that took place as a result of that. Now, tonight's guest he's sixth generation in the practice of Tibetan medicine. And I've never quite had a doctor's experience or a medical appointment quite like this. He took my pulse with 3 fingers, stared into my eyes, looked at my mouth for a matter of 2 minutes, and managed to tell me every illness I had been diagnosed with over the last 5 years. And I was just absolutely taken aback. And I knew that I absolutely needed to talk to him. And apparently we're doing double StreamYards for me. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. StreamYard's been kind of glitchy. And I'm going to apologize to anybody that saw the ads as well. I do not spell well and misspelled Tibetan about 6 or 7 times in all of that. So I do apologize if anybody that is from Tibet watches this and I misspelled it. Silly North American that didn't check his spell check. But on that note, tonight's guest, as I said, is sixth generation Tibetan medical practitioner. He's studied the Buddhist philosophy and just a whole list of things that I hope we get to get into tonight. And he's an absolutely amazing man. Amchi Kunga, thank you for coming to the After Dark Show.
Thank you, Don. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. Again, it was so nice to meet you at the metaphysical thing that we had there in Drumheller. And you were by far probably the most fascinating person I met out of the entire weekend. I have never had somebody just lay hands on me without a laundry list of tests and scans and needles and poking and to tell me what was wrong. And you did that in 2 minutes. You absolutely blew my mind that day. And I have to say, the medications you gave me actually have been working quite a bit with my digestion, and I have been feeling a fair bit better. And I'm actually bringing my wife to see you tomorrow. So it was that much of a wonderful experience to have that even brief appointment with you, because you truly are a gift to this reality. Like you talk about on your website, how wanting to help every sentient creature. Well, sir, you certainly are, because you helped me in a matter of minutes.
Okay. I see myself, there are 3 parts of there. Is it normal?
There's 3 of you?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be.
I see you, 2 of you, and 3 of me.
There's probably StreamYard changed a bunch of stuff. You should be able to click off the smaller one. I apologize. They updated something. You should be able to take the other one away.
Which one? I don't know. I have a zero knowledge about these things.
They
Anyway, that's okay.
just did this week, so even I'm still learning.
Anyway, that's okay. I'm not. I just just everybody can listen to my broken English carefully and understand what what I say. That's better than they don't have to see me.
Yeah,
I'm not that handsome.
Well, I think you are, but for the video, because we're going to put this on your YouTube as well. The video, it doesn't have that double, so it'll look fine when it goes to YouTube.
Okay.
I would like to share some of your story, like your journey of well, not right until the day we met, but like, at what age did you start to study traditional Tibetan medicine?
11 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
So at 11, you were starting to get into like what does what, and who was it that taught you? Like you are sixth generation, like so that would be your great great great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my great uncle, my father's uncle is my teacher. And also beginning, that's my father teach me. Then after uh, I ran away from my father and stay with the homeless. And then they catch me back, and then my great uncle take me to monastery, and that trained me Buddhist philosophy. And he was a monk and also Tibetan doctor too. So I learned from him.
Okay, and that's actually kind of where I wanted to go into first is how you ended up in the monastery and what age you were.
Because I'm naughty, that's why.
Oh, so
Uh,
that wasn't a choice. They put you in the monastery.
yes, because my great uncle said, just you guys not be good together. So I take care of him, and he take with him, and then he teach me. He wants to be me to be a monk, and my father wants me to be like a good, be like a doctor. So he was the moment he was winner, and he took me to monastery.
Okay. And I do want to mention I actually learned this off of your website because it's very informative. The word Amichi actually means doctor.
Amchi, Amchi.
Amchi?
Yeah, what Amchi is the doctor. Tibetan have a Amchi have now doctor have a three. We have Tibetan have a three part of Tibetan. Ando, Uzang, Kamba. The Uzang they calls Amchi. That's actually Amchi. The word Amchi is a gift from the Mongolian. The really Tibetan the word is. The member main is a medicine, but is that's a work like a practitioner, Tibetan medicine practitioner member. Then we our my country also they're called Laji, but I don't know. That's I have that's why I call myself Amchi. Is I just Tibetan have uh, five different the Buddhist philosophy lineage we follow. I'm followed that's called Sakya. Sakya has that's Sakya Pendata and his nephew Drengo Cheja Papa. They went to Mongolia and treat a Mongolian king. That time Mongolian the China also part of Mongolian. That time the Mongolia gave word of Amchi, and then the tradition they have the heart and the tradition the doctor's robes gave from the Mongolian king. Mm.
That's so you have the Mongolian robe.
I have a Mongolian robe.
That
Mm.
I would like to see that sometime. Oh, stuff's
Okay,
falling down.
you want to see now or
Oh,
after?
sure. I
Okay,
will
just
wait.
give me a sec. Mm.
Guys, I don't know what is going on with StreamYard, but it is putting double comments. And apparently, from what Jay was saying, we're streaming twice on YouTube. I guess I'm going to have to go back in and look at what I've done. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, Kunga has two screens on his screen. I did the StreamYard update, and apparently, I updated something wrong. So it's kind of interesting tonight. So he's just grabbing a robe that he's going to show us.
yeah. Usually I use this Mongolian robe, this as so my doctor's robe because of Tibetan medicine. This that's the Mongolian king offered to Dungo Cheja Papa, the nephew of the Satya Pendata. How do you think?
I think that is very cool. I love it. And you know what? Like
Okay.
I'm gonna go out, and I'm sure most people would have probably figured this out. I don't have a Western doctor.
Mm,
You are literally the only doctor I am currently seeing. So that should tell you what my opinion of your skills are, because like I'm not a big fan of Western medicine. I've had a lot of issues with it over the years, and that's just
right.
the nicest way I can say it. Um,
Yeah, that's a depend, Sometimes Western medicine is very important. To sometimes the natural medicine is very important. It depend on what is your suggestion.
yeah. Uh, I actually have a question from the audience already. Just
Okay.
question, and I know this is unrelated. Do you dream, and can you share some with us?
Oh yes, I dream. Always have different dreams. But when I was a kid, my dreams are very accurate and very good. But actually, our Buddhist philosophy don't follow the dream. We just say, uh, mm, Kamarari Mameta, Dimasambu Chu, Tamalanguta Tripat, Vichichanatata. Our world is like stars, a lot of we think we can see but can untouchable. The dreams, a lot of dreams, but not exist there. So our life is just impermanent, and all the outside the things like just a dream. So the example of the impermanent. So I don't follow the dream because of that dreams. The like. Example of the impermanent and unrelated, no reality.
I I agree with that.
Mm,
I've had some very interesting conscious experiences since I've started my spiritual understanding journey, and yeah, I do see how like the things we see in dreams and other stages of our consciousness really aren't related to this. So
mm.
I that really resonates. Um, back to what was life like in the monastery? Like, how stringent was the routine, and like, what was a day like in the monastery?
It's great. The best of the life is if you understand the. Unfortunately, that time I didn't understand. The monastery life is the best life ever. But I didn't know. I always tell people the bad is very important. The bad if the bad is not exist, then good is not exist.
Mhm.
So I was monastery too young, and I didn't have experience the world. That's so difficult. You have to pay rent, mortgage, the car, gas, food. I didn't have that experience, and in the monastery everything's ready. So too good. And then I stopped the monk. I didn't know that. So how great it was. Now I have experience. I have to pay gas, pay food, pay car, pay mortgage, pay rent. Then I know how great life is was.
Yeah. While you were there, did was it? I know some of the Buddhist monasteries practice martial arts as well. Is that something that you took part in?
Yes, absolutely.
So, do you guys train in martial arts like daily? Like that's just part of the routine? Like,
That's a part of routine and protect. So we teach martial art is not for fight. That's for protect the for example the if necessary need and protect your monastery, protect that's who get abused, and for example, the protect the sentient being who needs.
I like that because that's really what martial arts should be for, and I think
Yeah,
that's
not for the beat other people and for fight.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm.
One of the other things I wanted to ask about the routine there is how often you meditated while you were there, and what benefits for health and mental health do you think meditation offers for people?
Mm. So meditations are like that. We just buy same day two cars. The one car every day drive and one car so once a while drive. The after 10 years, the same price, the same company, and same color. Then after 10 years, every day drive car and sometimes drive cars is different. Yeah.
Yeah,
So our mind, without meditations, everyday drive, always think and go, 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 go. The meditation is just rest your mind. Rest your mind. You just walk, walk. Then every once in a while, you just 15 minutes rest. That's very good for our body. Yeah.
yeah. You actually, I read this on your website. You actually did a 2.5 year meditation, didn't you?
And no, it's 3 years, 3 months, 3 days.
3 years, 3 months, 3 days.
Yes.
And like, what was the? I'm just fascinated by this. What was the purpose for that? Like, what was the reason, and what did you get from that?
The reason it's a Tibetan, that's a ritual. Like when we have that's when we study, for example, then you get a different labor and a certificate. I'm not surprised, and I'm not just. I did that because my father, grandfather asked me to do it, and that wasn't really profession, and I didn't think it was. It's a very good thing I did. And just like this is just like you go to school and get a certificate, But really, retreat is you have your own do and you want to do and you can do. That's the really retreat. You just praying all the sentient beings and do meditation and relax your mind and renunciation of the world. What is the samsara? That's a really retreat. That's what wasn't I want to do. I don't want to do, but this. My father and grandfather want to do, and I don't think this kind. That's the I did a great job.
Well, I found it very impressive because that's a very long time. Um,
Yes.
if somebody was just starting out in meditation, how long would you suggest that they aim for? And I know it's basically clear your mind, like you were saying, relax. Is there any other little tidbits that you would give somebody, like just if they're just found out about meditation, like today's the day and I'm going to go try it? What would you really tell that person on their first day?
Anytime you try is just useless. I don't like a word of the try. Try is like I just um, Canada 20 years in Canada, and I try to get 649 and a lot of max many times, but I never get it. Try is just useless the word. You have to do it any moment. Doesn't matter evening or morning or noon or doesn't matter when you want to do meditation right away. You have to do it. Meditation they have a good day, bad day, and morning and evening doesn't matter. Whenever you have an opportunity to do, just do. Don't try it.
I I love that, and that is very Star Wars Yoda. I love that. Uh,
Thank you.
so, question from the audience: do you know anything about the medical benefits of fennel?
What the final?
I will actually look that up because I'm unfamiliar too. So, just one second.
Thank you.
It is a plant. Fennel is a flowering plant from the carrot family, native to the Mediterranean, that is used both as vegetable and a herb.
Oh, sorry, I don't know about this medicine.
Okay. No, they were just wondering. They had a follow up because she's been growing it to make tea with it. So
Oh, I'm sorry, I never see that, and I don't know about that. So sorry.
yeah, she seems that's actually something I will ask you. That's a friend of mine. Like I know them from online. She's been having a lot of issues with her kidneys, and I know we're gonna get into the rest of that later. But what would you suggest if somebody is trying to detoxify or help the kidneys?
Yeah, always drink warm water, no cold, and don't eat raw vegetables, and clean your blood. So many people have sometimes in the mouth have mercury feelings, and sometimes there's smoke. So cleanse your blood. Kidney is the body's battery, and blood is the charger. For example, when a kidney failure, then people the kidney dialysis that cause kidney dialysis, but the reality is they cleanse, washing the blood. Mm. That's you have to do.
Okay,
Always the cut down the sugar.
so cut
Mm.
down the sugar and clean the blood.
Because sugar, you have a in the blood, have a sugar, then the blood circulation is poor. Then poor circulation, then your kidneys always go too weak.
That makes that makes sense.
Mm.
Oh, hold on. There's a follow up, and then there's another question. She's been having a metallic taste today, extremely hot today, and we're not sure if that's something to do with her kidneys.
What she said?
She's been having a metallic taste and very warm.
Mm.
Metal taste.
The Yeah, maybe she got uh, summer fever, or just some warm that's unbalanced. Sometimes warm people get blood toxic, then suddenly warm, suddenly cold, unbalance the temperature. That's happens.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh, question: how would one improve their discipline?
Improve the discipline.
Yeah.
You have to do everything. So you have to decide. The Never say I tried. That's then you can go into display. You know, forget about to try it. If you can. If you cannot, cannot. That's it. Don't say I will do tomorrow.
I like that. So be decisive about your life. Like
Yeah,
yes, I'm
yeah,
either gonna, or no, I'm not
yeah,
gonna.
yeah. If you cannot do today, why you can do tomorrow? Tomorrow is the same day.
It,
So if you
exactly.
can, why not now?
No, I totally agree.
Hmm.
Um, what types of herbs are in the medications that you describe? And I would love if you could share like your process of gathering them as well, because I would just it's neat
Mm.
that you actually go and do it.
Yeah, that's a long. So Tibetans believe Neri Shigyatsaja. They have now I think maybe more. They have 400, 424 different illness. So we don't believe pick up one piece of a herb, and this for example in the Western country this milk tea for liver, and for crush and taking this, we don't believe that. So we make the herbs mix. For example, some liver herbs have 13, 10, 6 to 100. We have a different herbs and make, and the kidney medicine, liver medicine, heart medicine, lung medicine, spleen medicine. For example, like each different part, the medicines, we have a different make, and so many of that. So then we making this medicine so many herbs together, because 70% for example kidney medicine, 70% is for kidney herb kidney, and 30% protect the liver and others. People say natural medicine don't have a side effect. Of course they have a side effect, because So kidney have a yin and a yang. Then kidney have a we have two disease, excess of disease and deficient of disease. Then the people say excess of disease, deficient of disease, and then three disease. They says unbalanced disease. I don't say three disease because if excess, that's unbalanced, and deficient, same unbalanced. So don't need to say again the unbalanced. So unbalanced, that's why so we get it sick. So we have access for we have three humans: air, flame, bio. Then we have access to air. Then we provide medicine for decrease the air and make balance and people feeling better. The deficient of air, we just increase the air and make people better. Then the flame, excess of flame, then we put the herbs, reduce the flame and balance. If deficient of flame, then we put the herbs and the minerals, increase the flame. Then excess of bile, the fire energy, then we put cold energy and reduce the bile, and deficient of bile, then we put a herb and increase of the bile, then balance. We need air, flame, bile, three humans be a balance on our body. Then we are healthy.
That that makes a lot of sense. Just one more thing. Is there any type of tea that someone can drink to clean their blood? Like what?
It's clean the organs. They have a lot of tea in the herbs, but we believe blood cleans the blood. Only minerals can cleanse.
And so would she just find a Tibetan medicine practitioner in her area, or can she check out your website to get?
She can find any just her area the best, you know, and not necessarily me. They have a lot of Tibetan medicines around, and so she can find any place good minerals. We call it precious pill. They have a different precious pill. We have some precious pills, 103 different precious pill, and then plus herbs. We call it Renqian Zhangjiu. And then we call Rena Sampen Muti Denchis and 17 different minerals, and then plus herbs. And all this, a lot of that. Then right now, I use is easiest is I use shilajit and sea moss. All these have minerals, but the sea moss is some kidney problem they cannot use because of that the sea moss is a cold part of the medicine.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it too rough on the like?
No, because the kidney, most of the kidney is a problem. Is the kidney got the young deficient, so CMOS even worse. So only I provide the people in front of me and check they don't have a young deficient, then I provide the CMOS. Others, most of the Shilajit is always for everybody can take much better.
Yeah. And I would definitely recommend the Shigilla because I've been taking it and feel better. So I know it's
Mm.
given me a lot more energy to be able to do more. Um, I, does Tibetan medicine work? And this is a question that somebody else asked me. Does Tibetan medicine work in conjunction with Western medicine? Like, where if you're taking like an over the counter prescription medication and then you get Tibetan medicine for the same thing, is that a good or bad idea? Like, should you just?
There's something that depend what you're taking, you know. For example, some regular in the contract medicine you can take 1 hour, 2 hour apart, and then you can take. But if you're taking chemo, radiation, and what calls antibiotic, then you cannot take any Tibetan medicine. Not only Tibetan medicine, you cannot, you should not take any natural medicine. I'm very sad. Some people, because of money, they pretended they know everything. Oh, don't worry, just take 1 hour after before. They are not immediately effect, but that's not good idea because chemo and radiation and antibiotic, they try to kill the any kind of the cell and bacteria or um, what calls inflammation and virus. They try to kill, and then natural medicine try to save everything, and then very disturb to the chemo helping the patient. So many people that's misunderstand. Oh, this the doctor is so aggressive. I taking chemo, but they ask me don't take any other supplement. He's absolutely right. If I am a Western doctor, I would say that exactly say that too. Even when you're taking chemo and antibiotic and radiotherapy, you shouldn't take any kind of banana and yogurt and mango like this. The source of the probiotic stuff you cannot have.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. And got to talk about that because I got put on antibiotics for my teeth. So we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Uh, how long might it usually take for someone to see traditional Tibetan medicine start to the treatment actually have effects, like the health changes?
That depend. Some people immediately, and some people maybe 3 days. Some people 1 week. Yeah, it's all that depend. Depend on person, depend on medicine. For example, some people have a food poison. We have a Tibetan medicine called Renche Manjo. We just put in the mouth and immediately maybe in hour they feel better. And then most of the some Tibetan medicine before feeling better go worse 2 3 days and then better.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's why I've actually had food poisoning, and to know that I could have been over it in a couple hours would have I I I gave myself food poisoning when I was much younger and worked in a fast food restaurant by accident. So
Right. Yeah.
um,
Uh,
um, I actually got to see some of this myself, but I'd love to know, how does traditional Tibetan medicine, the diagnosis process, differ from the Western type? Because I was just absolutely flabbergasted by what you were able to pull out by a few minutes of just taking my pulse. So
that's for me. I don't know. When you child I learned, and then that's it. Tibetan medicine. That's we have a check a pulse and then check your eyes, tongue, and urine. Then Juni is more check urine. The people say that, but I realized that's not Junian only. We have a most popular and most highest Tibetan medicine doctor is Dr. Ishitande. He he was 92, still see patient, and still he check urines. Then I surprised. You cannot be a proud, you know. He nobody I in my life I never see better than he any Tibetan doctors, but he's still checking urines. So the everybody should check urine and then check pulse. At show I cannot check the urine. That's why I only check the pulse and eyes. And the check pulse, you have a feeling, and that's most difficult. But urine, tongue, and eyes, the color, and thick, thin, and then explain everything on a book. So many people, when I check pulse, people think I have like a psychic or magic or something like that. I don't have anything. I just all just learned, you know. I don't have psychic, I don't have magic. Then I tell people, if you think I have a magic or psychic, then I think people that's hockey guys, the hockey and on ice, and still put the balls around. I think maybe they are God or something, human or not, but they are still they learned, you know. Same.
I, yeah, no, I get the reference. That's a great analogy because yeah, like there's people that are just great healers and there's people that are just great athletes, and a person who isn't either of those things, they always look phenomenal. And something you touched on there, I've actually mentioned this just in passing. I drive a septic truck. I clean portable toilets for a living. And it's a conversation I first had with a friend of mine who was from Germany when we were talking about the difference in toilets. Us in North America do not pay nearly as enough attention of what comes out of us, because you can tell a lot about your health just by what's coming out of you. And like I can honestly say this, and I'm trying not to be too graphic. There are a lot of people in the construction industry that have internal bleeding or something severely wrong with their digestive system and either don't know or don't care. And it's terrifying. And I see it every day in my job. The amount of blood I see in toilets is frightening.
Mm.
Like we really don't pay enough attention to ourselves, and I think that's one of the things that we can definitely take away from Tibetan medicine is paying attention to the things that come out of us as well as what goes into us.
Yeah, that's a Tibetan medicine. It's a good thing, bad thing. I was working in Pure North, Calgary. They have a research company. They have 16 different countries doctor, and we work that in the field. The morning we go to for my memory, my boss private jet, and night come back. He used me as a lab, you know. I check pulse and how much vitamin D they need and how much mercury they have. He used me as a lab. So that's also a good thing and a bad thing. My experience is Western doctors not they don't have knowledge and they not they don't have not enough knowledge. They have much better knowledge than me and the Tibetans, and but they have too much knowledge and then they don't know. Tibetans don't have machines, and that's why so we know still we know those things. For example, I was driving in a big city in Toronto. We don't have a GPS, and we print the map and we drive everywhere. We can get destination very well. Today, these days, I drive in a much smaller city in Hamilton. I always depend on the GPS. So Western doctors have a very much knowledge, and I work with them 6 years. They have a very good knowledge and amazing knowledge they have, but they're too much depend on the machine.
I I totally agree. Like I just sit and compare the amount of tests I went through over 5 years to get what you told me in 2 minutes was just it
Yeah,
just it's wild. Question: what are your thoughts on mental and spiritual health?
mental and spiritual health is the spiritual is the it's a very important the best medicine of the what the mental health medicine. But religion is you have to really be careful. And the Chinese Mao said religion is poison. So many people against that, and this so wrong. They said you have to think about choice. If you, the best medicines was poison, if you overdose. So religion is, if you don't know how to use the religion, it's really poison. So you just read the story. how many people the biggest war is because of religion. No? If they don't have religion, you are a human being, I'm a human being. But if you have a religion, you are kosher, I'm Buddhist. He is Catholic, she is Hindu, like that, okay? But
Yeah,
religion is the best medicine. I say religion is the best medicine. Religion create the spiritually, okay? But you have to know how to use it.
I
So spiritually is the best, the created by religion and the best medicine of the mental health. The very good, very as a human being, very necessary.
I I think that's dead on. Um, this- if you're spiritual, yeah, okay. Can a healthy person benefit from traditional Tibetan medicine if they're looking to maintain wellness or prevent illness?
Absolutely. People should not waiting for the sick and then go to check things. You know, yeah, the best thing is, for example, your vehicles before broke, you go to change engine oil. That's smart than waiting for the broke and then go to take mechanic.
Yeah, and
So,
yeah, no,
so with
go
Tibetan
ahead.
medicine, we call Julen, Rosa, and Tashi. That's a Shilajit. We just a lot of things. Just healthy people can take and then clean the blood and like change engine oil. Our blood is engine oil. Food is the gas.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Um, we were talking about meditation earlier. Do you ever recommend meditation to your patients as part of their healing?
That depend. If people spiritually and then they can take, I do. But some people depend. People bring me glass upside down. Don't put water. People glass in up. I put water in there.
That that makes sense because you can't fill a full cup or an upside
Oh
down.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Um, are there any physical therapies that go along with this as well? Like I know you practice acupuncture, I believe. Is there any other physical treatments that would supplement with traditional Tibetan medicine?
We do all the supplements, traditional Tibetan medicine, all these supplements we make for like thousands of different.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, what I was saying is like, is there massage or acupuncture or other things that should
oh
go in?
yes, traditional Tibetan medicine we call Sakya College. That's what we call the pure gold needle, pure silver needle. Pure silver needle is the positive and negative, and silver is the silver is the negative. We just put positive and negative, pure silver and traditional gold, seko nguko. And massage we call kunyi. We just put massage and we make blood circulations get through. And then we do the stick therapy and this chef. And then we blood leading and that's uh, then we do the cupping. Cupping have three cupping. So yak horn cupping, copper cupping, and glass cupping. Yak horn cupping is who people have access of air, and the glass cupping is who has access of flame, and copper cupping is access of for bio. That's why we have air flame bio. We do the cupping with that.
I Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about cupping tomorrow too because I think I might need some. Uh,
Mm.
uh, how would you suggest that people practice mindfulness and live in the moment. I know that's one of the major parts of the Buddhist philosophy is
Mm.
living as we're meant to be and practicing mindfulness. What would your best suggestion be for people?
Best suggestion is since we born, everybody looking for happiness and try to avoiding for suffering. But how to happy? People are looking for a girlfriend, a boyfriend, married, divorce, and getting money, looking for job, quit for job, too many things, and try to make you happy. But the really your happiness is not like come from there. The key happiness is two things. Number one, acceptance. Learn acceptance. Number two, learn contentment. These two you learn, then you really get happy. The happiness is there. So mine, people, the monks teach people like Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, they teach people the mantra, yeah? For
Yeah.
example, Buddhist monks teach people Om Mani Padme Hum, may all the beings be happy, like mantra. I teach people that my mantra is why not? Okay, all our suffering is come from why. Why she do that? Why he do that? Why do that? Then I people telling people ask you should accept it. I cannot accept bad things. Okay, yes. Good, you have to practice, accept bad things. Otherwise, good things, everybody accept. You don't have to practice. Okay? You're good, you're nice, you're handsome, you're the best. Everybody say thank you. But some people say you're the worst, then you have to say thank you. That's
Yeah.
have to practice, number one. Number two, you have to logic, you have to understand. If they have no short, no tall, no light, no dark, no dark, no light, no bad, no good. So why you accept bad? Then why not you accept you accept good? Then why not accept bad? Because bad is the mother of the good. Then people ask me, if bad is mother of the good, then who's mother of the bad? The good. Then who's, yeah, yeah. Then good is nothing good, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to understand everything is impermanent. Then people say, then you sometimes you say good is a mother, sometimes bad is a mother, make me confused. The world and our life is confused. Sometimes chicken is mother, sometimes egg is mother. So who's mother?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It all kind of there's balance. Like there's a negative
Yeah,
and a positive to everything in
yeah.
this reality. And
So
then I
and
guess that goes with what
yeah,
happens to us.
anyway, the story cut short. I just people should learn acceptance, containment. How to acceptance? White people don't accept them and they go to beach and try to be a brown. Black people try to like Michael Jackson, try to change their face, try to be a white. Those people always suffering. Accept who you are. Then we get gray hair. It's you're achieving and you're long live, but then they don't accept and they put some brown or black or something that then you want to be like other and you don't accept your who you look like and who you are, then you're obviously suffering. You have to accept who you are, then you are always happy. And other thing, containment, whatever you have always content, rich or poor depend on how you're content. That's I just a shortcut. That's the message for people. Always learn why not. Don't put always why. Well, if it's obviously why you never the end. Why weather so hot? Why is the weather so hot? Why not? You cannot change the weather. You can change your clothes. Then you don't have to complain. Why weather so cold? Why snowing? Why? How do you why and stay there and you're cold? Why not? You just heat up and put your warm clothes on. You don't have to say why.
That that makes so much sense, and it's so simple, but most people wouldn't think to look at it that
Too
way.
simple.
It
Our life is too simple, and then you make it complicated.
absolutely, and sometimes it is just that mild shift in perspective that makes you go from why to why not, and changes everything. So I love
Yeah.
that. Uh,
Thank you.
what would you say is the most important teaching or principle that you've practiced?
What I did?
Yeah, like what
Uh,
changed you? What really brought you to where you are now? Like what principle helped shape you, I guess?
I had my shape is I was a monk and I didn't know the lay people the life is difficult. Then I got married and beautiful woman. Then I divorced. Then I in India I thought the poor country and Canada is a rich country. I thought I got happiness there and I got a rich country. And then in a rich country I work in a restaurant dishwashers and work in a nursing home, wife seniors vets. And then I work for a big company like Pure North, and my transportation is the private jet. Morning go up, night come down. The reality is, I realize the happiness you can give you, nobody give you the happiness. So I say, as all the uh, uh, that's total. Now I'm very happy, and all this is experience make you the best teaching, and the best practice is you have regardless of good or bad, you have to go there and do it. Don't be afraid. Then you just be a better. Not like me. I just 3 year, 3 month, 3 days put in, and when I can go out, when I can go out, looking forward to go out. That's not works.
Yeah. I yeah. Um I'm just trying to find this here. How do you balance, because you are very spiritual and you have a great understanding of your like the Buddhist teachings. How do you balance like your understanding of the Buddhist traditions and having to live in like North American culture? That must be a difficult transition sometimes.
Yeah, you always understand everything's impermanent. Today, weather's cold, tomorrow's warm. And December is and January, February very cold. You don't have to upset. The summer is coming. When the summer is coming, very warm, beautiful, but don't too proud. The winters they will come. That's that make me balance. Other things, I believe now we talk and we have a permit tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't have 100%. I see you tomorrow in permanent. You don't surprise when you get here. I'm not to talk. I'm gone. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so I 100% believe on the impermanent.
I like that, and it's something I'm going to start looking into too, because I do have very, even myself, like I try to remain open minded, but I do have some very foundational things that could be challenged, and I'm going to start looking at the impermanent, and that came from you, so I thank you because you've just made me think of something in a different way. Uh, what is a common misconception about the Buddhist lifestyle and beliefs?
Misconception.
Like something that people tend to think that isn't really true.
Okay. Misconception is a Buddhist. So many, I can say, misconception is people pray Buddha and try to get money, and pray Buddha and try to be rich. That never works. That's a misconception. But pray Buddha and you have be a happy life. Pray Buddha for help others, and pray Buddha and enlightenment. You be like a Buddha, and that works.
Yeah, I think that's right. Um, how would you or what is the best suggestion you would give to people if they're just trying to achieve peace and enlightenment in their life? Like say you're just starting down the spiritual path. What direction
Okay,
would you give somebody?
that's study how to Buddha achieved be enlightenment and how to Jesus achieved to enlightenment. So many people says that God gifted, God gifted. God don't give you anything. You have to follow and you have to be a God. God is your GPS. And God, the GPS say turn right and you turn left, you never get the destination. And in my belief, regardless your Christian or Buddhist or the Muslim or Hindu, if you follow the really the God, you will be God. For example, in your car, 10 different GPS. There's some GPS say 2 meters turn right, and some GPS say 10 meters to turn right. Some 20 meter turn right, but always turn right. Then you sooner or later you get the destination. You put 10 different GPS, and then you say they say turn right. You turn right. You regardless how much GPS you put in your car, you never get the destination. So you want to be an enlightenment. Enlightenment is so if Jesus and Buddha can give you, then we are already enlightenment because they have unlimited power. They have unlimited compassion. But because we are not follow enough, and we have not enough faith, and we are still here, so we have to enough follow them. We cannot say waiting for their gift. For example, their Buddha's power is like water in your sink. I have unlimited water there, but if you are thirsty, you have to go get water on the sink. Otherwise, so you're sleeping on a bed, and I'm thirsty, and Buddha never bring water in your bed and mouth, put in your mouth. So you have to follow the path. That's why so we have I never learned. I believe all the religions same, but I never learned other religion. Too bad. I learned Buddhist philosophy. Have Buddha left 108 books there. How to get enlightenment? That's our GPS.
Yeah.
But
No,
Buddha said, my Buddha said, "Ngeti popa shenla po me pa siti dunga chachi zeme pa." My power cannot move on to you, and sentient beings suffering, I cannot like put nail. I cannot pull from my hand. But you can follow me, and you can get my power, and you can remove your suffering. Use my knowledge.
no, that makes a lot of sense. Um,
Hmm.
here, question from my wife. I've heard you speak of meridians in the body. Does your practice incorporate the chakras too?
Yes.
Now, that actually goes to how we met. Do you go with the 13 chakra system that Sonia talks about, or is it the basic one?
I always basically on 5 chakras I use it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that leads me into my next question. I saw on your website as well, which I'm going to actually throw up here on screen. Thank you, Jason. You're also a gifted palmist as well. When did you get into that? Like, and
Uh, that's we have a long story. Tibetan, that's a part of also life diagnosis. We believe 3 causes of disease: karma disease, obstacle disease, and natural disease. So natural disease is we just mm, read uh, pulse, eyes, tongue, and urine. And obstacle disease and karma disease, you have to do astrology and upon read. And then you figure out what kind of obstacle and what kind of karma you have. That's what we do.
that is really interesting and probably something I'm going to end up needing to get done because I am looking to clear out all of the toxicity in my life because there's been a whole lifetime of it. And that's why I'm so appreciative of having met you. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time. You do have a YouTube channel as well. What is the name on your YouTube channel so people can go like and subscribe to that?
I believe it's Amchi Kunga.
Amchi Kunga. All right, and I'm
Yeah.
actually going to add that to the description for the audio and the YouTube stuff that I'm posting. Um,
Mm.
I want to thank you so much. People were loving the conversation in the chat, and you answered everybody's question. And I really do appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you
Mm.
want to tell everybody before we close out?
Oh, I have. I love to talk and talk a lot. But uh, what I should talk with people. The main thing is I I always hope and wishing people just learn acceptance and containment. That's there for everything. That's I love to say everybody regardless, but I, not easy. Just everybody have a challenge, but never give it up. Yeah, that's not easy. I just really realize, after so many years, I learned from 11 years old, but that's not easy. And then once you realize that's easy, but it's very hard, difficult to practice the on the path. It's difficult, but never give it up, and everybody learn how to. That's good for your mental, good your physical. That's very very important to learn 2 things: acceptance and containment. So that's the most important for our life. That's I want to say. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much, Kunga, for your time. And I appreciate you so much. You are, like I said at the beginning, you are a gift to people who discover you because you are helping people. My digestive issues as far as food goes have absolutely pretty much gone away. So, and that's been in since we've met each other. And I really do appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody that showed up and participated in the chat and listens to this or watches it in the future. And like I always say, if you can, please do go outside because it's a lot better than sitting in front of this screen. And I love you guys.
Thank you.